very grand house. The orangery on the left. Some good examples of Delft furniture in there apparently, if you're into that sort of thing. The name Dyrham actually translates in Old English to deer enclosure. There's still many deer around the woods. Built by William Blaithwaite in about the mid 17th century, who was Secretary of State for William III at the time. So the book says. And way up on the top of the hill there is a statue of Neptune. Minus his trident. Very nice spot. This is a little main street in Dyrham, the little village just below Dyrham House. Quaint little place. We're just on the outskirts of Doynton now, a little place called Mill Lane, where one of the old mills involved in the woolen trade in about the 13th century stood, taking advantage of the Boyd, the River Boyd, which runs around the north of the village. The mill's no longer, it's a light industry place. Bunch of buildings still there. There's a River Boyd. Trout in there, some people reckon. And up in the distance is a nice little view of Doynton Church. Holy Trinity. Some lovely walks around here and all nice and flat. There we have it, Doynton in the Domesday Book, 1086. Bought by Robert Dydito for £8. The value is, and was, £8. Incredible. There's the Holy Trinity Church in Doynton. Built around the 19th century, but a Saxon church stood on there earlier. And there's some interesting herringbone stonework in the front wall to have a look at, and a leopard door around the side, and the resident priest at the moment is a Tim Bell apt. There it is, priest in charge, Reverend Tim Bell. And there's the famous herringbone stonework. Probably formed part of the old Saxon church. I don't know. Nice though. It's only in a section of that front wall, nowhere else. Which is a bit strange. Unless a builder had been in the cross house earlier and had a few. And that's the leopard door. How and why they used it, I don't know. Very interesting. Lovely old church. The old chapel house, nicely modernised. Postie just dropped the letter off. Some very nicely modernised houses around here, or in and around the village. The old wagon house coming up on the left. Right, getting interested now. This is the old brewery, or the site of the old brewery, and the old brewery buildings. Currently owned by a Mr. Pitman of Pitman's shorthand fame. And ironically, standing on Watery Lane. Something about the beer? I don't know. Just a couple more nice buildings in the village. Up for sale. And this is a converted old schoolhouse. Still left the bell on the top, lovely. I'll get you out of bed in the morning. And this is Doynton House, one of the two listed buildings in the village. The other being the brewery, which we had a look at. And another member of the Pitman family lives in here. And I'm told by a reliable source, David, the local historian, she just celebrated her 108th birthday. Rock on. Lovely building and grounds. And last but not least, the hub of any village, the pub, the only one in Doynton, the Cross House Inn. Good food, friendly locals. Until the bell for last orders goes, and it's every man for himself. And a lovely garden as well, well worth a visit. This is a little local water feature just along on the road between Doynton, Dyrham and Hinton. Most people usually drive by it. But the local folklore has it that if a young maiden stands in their bare feet, she would be blessed with many children. I think it's the Boyd actually. River Boyd. Well, we've ended where we began, south side of Dyrham Park and Dyrham Church.